Okay, so the polls of what sorcerers to build are in, and I've gotten a bunch going all over the place. I've had some fire cold, a fire lightning, some cold poison. Everyone seems to want poison, but I think overall most people want to see fire and most people want to see poison. So that's the combo I'm going with. I may respec later, because I know for a fact the ice path has the ice elementals, which are very good for questing and for meat shields. And first thing we're doing is getting mauled to death by mobs, because I can't fucking do anything with this character until level 2. So I have to do this shit. Just whack these bastards until they die. Come on. And I'm gonna feel weird playing this without going through Taroja, because seriously, I can't get a fucking rune of any sort there. And of course I mean a great rune, because the place is basically ruining my life again. There we go, finally. So, first point, Lornado. Lornado, as you can see, just does that. And it seems really fucking annoying to control, so I may not use that so much, but there it is. And I think for now I'm only going to put 1 point in that. Flamefront is the other. This one is seemingly better. Yep, it's just explosive fireball, like from Vanilla D2. Or whatever. I think there was one similar to this in Vanilla D2. I don't know how many points to invest in that. For right now, I'm gonna leave it maybe at 1 point. Maybe I'll invest more. I don't actually know. And see how high. I mean, if I can get the fire damage real high, that might actually be my main farming skill. I don't actually know. Like I said, I guess it'll just depend upon how much damage it can do. Obviously, the single target killer for this build, if I'm using fire, it's obviously going to be Flame Strike. Which won't be the best thing in the world, since it does take a moment to hit its target. And yeah, I definitely need more mana. And I'm going to actually invest in this tree too, just to have familiars, which give faster cast rate, higher energy increase, and plus skills. And this possibly to heal too, I'm not sure. So let's see here. Fasting, slow moving. Yeah, I might not invest in... I may not bother with Pyroblast. Fire Dance I will. At least enough to hit 0-second cooldown. And Immersion is just amazing because it does more damage if you have less mana. So basically, what it's telling you is spam the fuck out of your spells. And that used to be how you would do level challenge 0 back in XVI when level challenge 0 was a thing. I mean, yeah, you can see how much that does, but we're not going to be using that too. But I'm not going to be using that too much because I'll be getting a lot of mana here and mana regen.
This place is trouble.
So I'm not sure. Not sure what all I'll be using to progress through the build. I know skeleton reanimates are going to be a must because I have no... Without them, I have no summons, and I also have no I have no summons, no skill added total character defense or flat defense or even life increase. And these bears are taking longer than I would like. Luckily, Immersion does the trick when I'm low on mana. And dead. Okay, I guess I'll be fine for right now. Living Flame, obviously I'm going to max, because who doesn't want free life regen and free plus life? And Vengeful Power. That I'm going to max too, of course. But one thing I don't like is that I have to get hit for this stuff to work. For spell damage to increase. Maximum 75%, which... That's so many hard points, I won't ever reach that. I thought it was a buff, to be honest. So... Anyway, moving right along. Okay, one Lornado for every 10 skill levels. I forgot how much Lornado would actually do. And there's Carpet of Spiders. I don't care if it's called Arachnomancy. I call it Carpet of Spiders since, like, that's what it was called in XVI when I first played this game, so that's what I'm going to continue to call it from here till the end of time. Oh yeah, I don't need to check all that shit. I'm only going to be investing in Dexterity to equip Sorceress Armor, because I do know you can summon Acid Fiends with crafts, and I think I am going to go for that. At least a few, just to keep their Venomous Aura on. Because that's actually going to help. Obviously it will. And best of all, if I get their health high enough, I might not even need to bother with minion stuff. And just eradicate stuff with Immersion. And where the fuck is the other one? Strength, obviously, is just to equip gear, because, seriously, no sorceress ever invests in strength for any other reason. And I can just stand back and nuke you guys. Or maybe not, because Shaman has to be over here. Get out of here. Let's see, any other ones nearby? Nope. That is fine by me. Oh, no, there's one somewhere else. Okay. I know this is a bad outlier, but if this is how good Flamefront can be, I'm thinking maybe I should actually max Flamefront. Just for farming and nothing else. And fuck you. And fuck you. Maybe Lornado should be maxed. I don't know. Feel free to tell me what I should max and not max. I haven't played too many casters in Median in general. And Familiar. Gotta summon a Familiar. These things are ethereal, untargetable little buggers that, I don't know why I even call them little buggers, that, will give you that little aura to improve your skills. And they can't be killed by anything.
This cave has been purged of evil.
They used to die from reflected damage, but that is no longer the case. So, one into this, one into this. Can't invest in every tree, which is fine. And I guess I'll do that. Bang. Come on. Goodbye. Yay, free skill point. Okay. Now I know Flame Strike. Should I max Flame Strike or just leave it at a cup, like put leftovers in it? I know Flame Strike is an incredible single target killer. I have played enough with Fire Cold to know. Well, when I used my one Firecaster, I used the Apocalypso skill from the Magister. I did not actually use many of the actual skill tree stuff, except I did use Frigid Sphere, and that one was really powerful, but I never actually used Flamefront too much. Okay, where the fuck? There you are. And I like how I can just face tank this shit for right now. Obviously that'll change once I actually get to hard stuff, but seems pretty good so far. Alright, come on. Oh noes, my armor is breaking. Whatever will I do? And goodbye. And yeah. I know now's the time to be revealing the map here, which I should have done when I was in town, but for some fucking reason I always forget to after doing the Den of Evil. Alright, let's use Immersion. Seriously, I gotta clear this crap out, and Immersion's the best thing for it. Nobody suggested using, like that tree, though, for a caster, which actually kind of surprised me. Just use the mana tree and literally nothing else. Which I don't know if that would have been possible, given... Actually, wait, what damage does it do? Okay, it doesn't say what kind of damage it can do. Where is it? 1% of mana lost. Okay, where are you? There's the shaman. I know those are immune to poison later on in terror difficulty. Okay. And now for miasma. Or maybe I can't put that as a right mouse. Okay. So, everyone knows miasma if you've ever played this game to Act 3. It's that shitty-ass thing that the gloopers do. And it doesn't seem to be the most devastating thing. Oh. I guess it is more for slowing targets down, more so than anything. Is there any reason to have hard points in this? Okay, it doesn't seem to, other than just maybe some more damage, which it pales in comparison to Arachnomancy or Flame Front. So I think I'm just gonna leave that at 1 point for now. It might affect duration, but screw that. Screw that. I'm fine with leaving it at 1 point, especially if plus skills also improve the duration. Yeah, Lornado does way more damage, so Miasma is used for a debuff and not an actual attack, which is fine, because at least I get a decent debuff out of this. Presumably, even if the enemies are poison immune. So yeah, Immersion on the surface doesn't do a lot of damage, but again, it's doing as much damage as it does like every frame, I think. Well, no, not every frame, but very frequently. And go die. I can't face tank that crap. Go die. Thank you. Yeah, I'm still not quite sure what skill would be the best for farming. And yeah, more mana, I guess. Again, the only reason you'd ever invest in anything else is for gear requirements. So Flame Strike. I know for a fact that can't be a left mouse. So where is... There it is. This is that thing Diablo does. Diablo, Asmodan, Assur. There's a number of bosses that do that. So, yeah. It's just as devastating in cats when you do it to normal enemies. And come on. You can't tank that. Problem is, it just eats up your mana like crazy. Which, luckily, that is what one of the skills in the Mana Sweep. That's what that does. And I know in XVI, I have experimented with that. It does do quite a bit of damage if your mana pool is low. So as Skeleton reanimates, this would be even better. And goodbye, Ents. Just take it. Die off. Yeah. There we go. And flame strike this entire battalion. Yup. I like that that works. That was a pretty cool little spectacle.
Rest now. Blood
Oh yeah, I forgot about you. I love how powerful low-level skills like that are. And yeah, I'm gonna max flame strike for right now. That may change later on. But for right now, I think maxing it would be the best idea. And I do not particularly want an Act 1 mercenary, so I'm just gonna move on. Also, what the fuck does this Crush's attacker do? Other than allegedly give more spell damage. And dead. Okay. And done. Are you good? Just die. Just die. So obviously, actually not obviously, my early armor is going to be Queen of Glass. I'll show it off when I get it, but Queen of Glass, and this will be, what's it called? Aeon Orbiter. And I don't know what else I should use. Maybe just honorifics or some shit. Oh, okay. There we go. I was actually unsure if the cave snappers would die quickly or not. Well, immersion stops them in this tracks. Go ahead and stay stationary while I unleash a flaming missile of death on you. Too bad the Taroja mobs aren't like that. That sure as hell would make my my time of farming that place easier. I still hate that the Edgrim keys are pretty much unrepairable. Especially now, because the Elixir of Love has been removed. I actually did the calculations for what character can get the absolute highest amount of reduced vendor prices since that was removed. And I calculated that it would, even with everything max, like Witch Trophy with perfect Rathma Square roll, with all the Cabraxis Stone stuff needed, with all SUs and shit, it would still cost like 23 million to repair. Actually, no, wait, that was even flawed. Never mind. Yeah, you still wouldn't even be able to come even remotely close to repairing the Edgrim key. I mean, it's good when I get it, but of course we've already established in the farming with the tree warden video that the drop notifier doesn't actually tell you when one of those drops. I would really like if that was a thing they changed, because Lord knows I don't want to go through Tegonzi every single time I want to get to Taroja. Even though, well, the tree warden could use Natasha's legacy, so I guess it's fine in that for that one, but not every character really needs Cabraxis stones. Especially if you're one of the thousands of builds that will use Nero. And die. Ah. It's a little bit uncontrollable, this path, obviously, but whatever. It destroys everything in its path, so it's good enough. Where the fuck? Okay, it's just down here. I was wondering where the fuck the, that was. One point into that. 1 point into that. For more spell damage. It doesn't seem like... Yeah. I don't know what this crushes attacker thing is for, but... Also, spell damage seems to be nice. But then again, that might be a soft point, so I don't even know if I should max that or not. Yes. Could just be me, but I think Flame Strike might actually be stronger than back in XVI. I don't know, is it? Because I feel like I'm having a much easier time with this than I did back then. And dead. Now, I know there's one SU item that gives like 20 to every single fire tree, every single sorcerer's fire tree spell, and gives twice as many Flamefront fire bolts. And like 50% increased fire spell damage, but decreases all other spell damage by 50%. And if I ever find that, I'm totally gonna use it and play around with Flamefront just to see how strong that can be. So if I can get that damage to be like in the tens of thousands range, then that's gonna be the main skill. Obviously. Actually, I'm gonna make this F1 and that F2. I'm just gonna do that. I don't know. And I don't think I've died yet, which is amazing.
This ancient tree has an aura of magic about it.
And Flame Strike all of you. Oh, excuse me. Dead. And once I save Mr. Kane, I'm going to be ending the segment, possibly farming the gift box, or just level grinding until I get what I want. I forget what all the sorceress. I forget what the gift box gives as the sorceress. I think body armor, sorceress staff, and a normal staff or something. Maybe. It doesn't really matter since you need oils of craft to open the damn thing now.
Tristram was no match for Diablo's fury.
Which that is one thing I hate about the gift box now, is that it actually requires you to spend 2,500 gold just to open it up. When it used to be a really easy way to just get a TU item. Especially given that that's how I would always get what I could first. Hi, Grizzy. Uh-oh. I cannot tank SOR. Okay, just make sure I don't get hit with SOR. And I'm just gonna knock you the fuck out. There we go.
Deckard Cain, get to the rogue camp.
Okay. And because I'm here, let's see what it gives. Or if it gives a belt and orbiter would be fine. Okay. Oh, well, it would help if I bought the right one. But I will keep that, because I will need some of those later. Fingers crossed. Ah. Oh, it might be Sorc. Well, the Magister. I could always go with that. I could go with that for Apocalypse. Actually, how much does Apocalypse do? Oh, okay. That actually seems to be way better than a Flame Front. But it costs a lot more mana, though. What the hell? I'm gonna use it. Unless people specifically want me to use, Sorcerer's Tree fire spells. I don't know, just let me know. And, that'll be it. So I'll see you guys next time.